In this video, we'll answer the most asked questions about Anne Boleyn, a name that echoes through history with mystery and intrigue. She was more than just Henry VIII's second wife. She was a woman who changed the course of English history forever. Was she truly guilty of what made her so irresistible to one of history's most notorious kings? Picture this: Henry VIII, King of England, married for 20 years to Catherine of Aragon. He had everything: power, wealth, and a devoted wife. But then, enter Anne Boleyn. What was it about this woman that made a king turn his kingdom upside down? But before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow our channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow our channel. Thank you for watching, and ring that bell to receive notification on new videos. Anne wasn't your typical Tudor beauty. She was different, exotic, educated, and fierce. While other ladies played the usual courtly games, Anne kept Henry guessing. She refused to be his mistress, played hard to get, and challenged him intellectually. Her wit was as sharp as her dark, mesmerizing eyes. Henry was used to getting what he wanted, but here was someone who dared to say no. And you know what? That's exactly what drove him crazy. This wasn't just another royal romance. It was a passion that would reshape England forever. Picture this. It's the 1520s, and King Henry VIII, already married to Catherine of Aragon, becomes completely smitten with a captivating young woman at his court, Anne Boleyn. But before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow our channel. But here's the twist. Unlike other ladies who caught the king's eye, Anne wasn't interested in being just another royal mistress. She played a brilliant game of hard to get, refusing to follow her sister Mary's footsteps into the king's bed. This drove Henry absolutely wild. He became so obsessed that he spent 7 years turning his kingdom upside down, breaking from the Catholic Church, and even inventing a whole new religion just to marry her. Talk about commitment issues. Anne's clever strategy of holding out for marriage ultimately changed the course of English history, though her triumph would be tragically short-lived. Picture this: 2 queens, 1 throne, and a rivalry that would change England forever. Anne Boleyn and Catherine of Aragon, their story isn't just about Henry VIII, it's about 2 remarkable women caught in history's most famous love triangle. But before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow our channel. Catherine was the respected queen, beloved by the people, while Anne was seen as the ambitious newcomer who caught the king's wandering eye. The public? They were Team Catherine all the way, calling Anne everything from the great whore to the king's concubine. But here's the thing. These women weren't just fighting over a man. They were fighting for their lives, their reputations, and their place in history. And in a twist of fate, both would eventually lose their crowns, though in very different ways. It's a reminder that in the dangerous game of Tudor politics, even queens weren't safe. Anne Boleyn wasn't just another queen of England. She was a revolutionary figure who changed the course of history forever. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow our channel. Think about it. Before Anne, England was firmly Catholic, taking orders from Rome. But her relationship with Henry VIII sparked a chain reaction that would completely reshape England's religious landscape. When Henry couldn't get papal approval to divorce his first wife, Anne's influence helped push him to break away from the Catholic Church entirely. This wasn't just about marriage. It was the birth of the Church of England, making Henry, not the Pope, the supreme head of the English Church. The ripples of Anne's impact are still felt today. Though she met a tragic end on the executioner's block, her daughter Elizabeth I would go on to become one of England's greatest monarchs, cementing the Protestant faith in England. Pretty remarkable for someone who only wore the crown for 3 years, don't you think? You know the story of Anne Boleyn, but have you heard about her sister Mary? Don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow our channel. Before Anne caught Henry VIII's eye, it was actually Mary Boleyn who first danced in the royal spotlight. She was the original Boleyn girl at court, and yes, she too caught the king's attention. In fact, Mary was Henry's mistress for several years before he ever noticed Anne. Talk about family drama. But unlike her infamous sister, Mary chose a quieter path. She married twice, lived away from court, and managed to keep her head, literally. It's fascinating how 2 sisters from the same family could have such drastically different fates in Tudor England. While Anne changed history, Mary's story reminds us that sometimes staying out of the spotlight is the smartest move of all. When we think of Anne Boleyn, history often paints her as the ultimate femme fatale, a scheming temptress who bewitched Henry VIII and tore apart England's religious fabric. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help us grow our channel. But the real Anne? She was so much more complex than that simple villain narrative. Contemporary accounts actually describe her as highly educated, witty, and a trendsetter at court. She played music, danced beautifully, and could hold her own in political and religious debates. Sure, she was ambitious, but in an era where women had few paths to power, can we really blame her? What's fascinating is that Anne wasn't just after the crown, she was a passionate advocate for religious reform and education. The woman we call history's other woman might just have been a Renaissance woman ahead of her time.